If you just Google EDSS-score, you will find this scale from 0 to 10, where being dependent on the wheelchair is the major component. But EDSS-score covers many more functional areas, so it's difficult to establish exactly. We are talking about functional areas that are affected by MS, and many of us have experienced that visual or eyesight problems has been the start of MS. 10 to 15 years ago, there was no acceptance that pain and fatigue might be connected to MS. But what has been known for some time now is, of course, cognitive issues like memory problems, concentration, making decision, emotional control. Other functional areas that might be affected are, of course, speech and swallowing, balance, and very accepted but not much talk about is, of course, bladder and bowel problems. All of these difficulties are, of course, functional areas that are affected by MS, just like walking difficulties are. When they occur for you, it's impossible to say, because everyone's MS is different. But the point is that all the functional areas that are affected by your MS should be taken into consideration when we are defining your total EDSS score. One thing I'm really concerned about is how using a wheelchair is very commonly placed on 7 or 7.5 on the EDSS scale. But a wheelchair is just a mobility aid. It's not defining your disability status. One day you might be able to walk unassisted, the other day you might need a walking stick or trekking poles, and the third day you might want to use a wheelchair because you are muscle fatigued, for example. That doesn't mean that you won't be able to walk unassisted another day. This, of course, goes for every level on the scale. Please be aware that all the numbers on the EDSS scale is subjective to evaluation from both you and your doctor. Evaluating your EDSS levels, neurologists are using the terms mild, minimal, moderate, or severe disability. There is a saying in patient advocacy that is nothing about me without me. And I have experienced that a random neurologist had just put a number on me and my disability without talking to me about all the functional areas that are affecting me. So make sure that you are in dialogue with the doctor that is defining your EDSS score. What you might need to know is the significance of 6.5 as an EDSS score, because this is very often the limit, either being accepted into stem cell transplant or being accepted into medical trials. But it's important to know some of the reasons why this is a critical number. Getting into a stem cell transplant with a higher EDSS score than 6.5, it doesn't mean you might not have success, but your odds are not that good. When it comes to attending clinical trials, the problem here is that with increased EDSS score and increased age, there are so many other elements. They call them co-morbidities, and that is other types of disease that comes with age and severe MS. And normally there hasn't been trials including people with other diseases as well as MS, so then they can't say if it's going to be effective for you. So if your EDSS score is getting closer to 6.5, you should be aware of that your possibility to be attending treatments or trials might be reduced.